Who's that? Who's that?
Are we live? What's going on here? I can't tell from this side of the.
You can't. He's on the other side, guys. Hola, mi gente. Joe Bretto, live from the Credit Card Connection Studios in beautiful Hackensack, New Jersey, along with the one, the only, the man, the myth, the legend. Look at that. Elon's favorite creator, Anthony Venture.
Elon's favorite creator. Oh, my God. I should pull him. Oh, I can't get him right now. He's on my visor. I can't grab him.
On your visor.
From not so sunny, not so beautiful South Carolina. We got a rainstorm coming in here, but we got to get some charging done, right?
No, I see. Yo, and before we went live, guys, John. No, John. Are you in November? Whoa. John came through in the clutch.
Let's go.
Wow. Yo. We were just talking about this.
Yep. That's right.
John, papi, thank you, hijo. How are you? Yo, thank you, John. Oh, my God. You threw me completely off guard here.
John's a great guy.
No, we were just talking about you, John. I swear to God, we were.
Yep.
Oh, well, you can see where Anthony is. At least it's still sun out. Here in, Jersey, it's dark, but it's raining. Anthony sent me a snapshot of his car being at, 3%?
Yeah.
It was in critical
condition.
You'll never make it home charge,
Yep.
Oh, my God, I can't believe it. But, guys, for those of you out there that don't know, which I doubt, but this is Anthony Venture. He is, I love Anthony, and all of our creators do, because Anthony is the guy that looks out for us. He interviews everybody and their mother. So I'm going to let Anthony take it away so he can fill in more of the blanks here. Anthony, what do you want to say now that you're on that side that people don't know? Go ahead, Anthony.
Is it bad that my first thought was like, what do you want to tell the world? I'm going to Disneyland. Like I just won the World Series. What do I want to tell the world? I don't know. Just be kind, enjoy, be safe. That's the main things. Don't be so critical of others. That's the main thing. Give some grace. Good. Those are the little things I like to put out in the world that I don't, talk about much. Give some grace to the people. Everybody's going through something.
You know what? And you made me cry, and that's not good. So early. We just got on 2 minutes.
I can keep going.
So I can start bawling ugly tears, right?
Yeah.
So, mi gente out there, I'm going to give you an example that he's not BSing. He walks the talk or talks the walk, whatever the hell the saying is. Last night, I posted a video on the founder's card. And as Sledge would say, I was getting trash views. Trash. Like I was depressed, disappointed, looking for my Prozac, wondering, what am I gonna? And it was like 11 something. I sent Anthony a message through Discord. He goes, "You really getting me on Discord? Text me." Swear to God, that's the truth. So I text him, and I was thanking him for his advice that he always gives me and helps me. And he goes, "Bro, your thumbnail, you need to. It's too busy. It's too wordy. It's too this. It's too that." And lo and behold, when I went to bed last night at midnight, it was 130 views. Before we came on, I was up to 400. All thanks to, kid you not, changing the thumbnail, changing the title, working it. That man right there in the Tesla where it's raining made that. That's the grace. Don't, because it's the honest to God truth. That's exactly what you did. So I appreciate you for that.
Anytime.
It's the truth. But Anthony, all seriously, what do you want to, now that you're on that side, are you uncomfortable? Are you uncomfortable that you're not controlling the narrative, Anthony? Do you want people to, everybody wants to know if Kate really does have the face of an American Express Gold card. Because that's what we see on videos.
Well, see, that's the thing. It's like, sometimes I like to create apparel at times. I like to make little designs. So what I ended up doing one of these days was I actually made some shirts, in fact a hoodie of my wife's face because she's so beautiful. So that's why I printed it right here, because she's such a beautiful person.
The flex. Kate, Anthony loves you. He loves you, Kate. I love it. That's so cool.
But no, I mean, not nervous. I don't know. So far, I think this might be my second live ever. I think I only did one with Chad once. I don't know. I'm waiting for someone to hit me with a hard question, a hardball question. Everybody gives me softies like, what's the first 5 cards you want or something like. I'm just kidding. I can't even think of any questions that are like softball. But I want someone to really dig into me who really knows. But
so I'm going to ask you then.
Oh,
here we go. You were just away this weekend. How did that go? Did you want to bring it up now, or is that something you're going to use in a video later, and then I'll back off?
No, I'm literally uploading it tonight, but it doesn't matter. We'll see if the connection allows me. It might be a midnight upload today, but no, yeah. So I just went on vacation with my good friend Calby NG. You guys know and love him, the cat. He and we went to Knoxville, Tennessee, because he's living in Tennessee now. So we decided to go to Knoxville together to go to Pigeon Forge, Gatlinburg, and there's another part in Knoxville. I did a video on it. It was talking about how I use my Delta Stays credit to actually book a hotel stay through Expedia, through their little portals. So I ended up booking something called the Ancient Lore Village, which was a Hobbit hotel, and that I can't wait. That should come out Sunday. But it's basically we got to shoot bows and arrows, got to throw axes. We had a whole feast with like a mutton and big chicken. You eat with your hands. No, you don't really eat with your hands, but there's no music around, no Wi-Fi. And it was a great time. It was an absolutely great time. But what you kind of want, what you're alluding to, and what you want me to mention, which will come into play, is when I first got there, I had to stay somewhere before we went to that ancient friggin' village, to the Hobbit hole. So I ended up booking. I was like, you know what? I'm trying to hit all night. Well, I think there's 21 brands now in the Hilton portfolio because they just acquired one. I'm actually forgetting the name right now, but I think there's like 20 brands, and I think there's like a couple of the brands. And so I wanted to stay in an NBC Suites because that was, that's one I haven't stayed in yet. So I went there, I called on the phone, but my goal was for staying there as well was to use the Hilton Surpasses gift cards. So in case you guys are unaware, the Hilton Surpass card comes with a $50 quarterly hotel credit. And I think originally popularized by Chad 20 Minutes, he was able to buy a gift card. So that's what I've been doing, buying gift cards on BuyHiltonGiftCards.com with the Surpass. It codes towards that $50 credit, and now you have a gift card, and it works. But all of this time, I think a lot of people were speculating like, oh, it could only be used towards restaurants, could only be used towards spa services, stuff that you build to the room. Until kind of digging in a little bit further and looking at the actual, terms and whatnot, is you actually can use it at checkout for any of these hotels. So what I said, I'm going to try actually test it, even though it says it on the website, but you don't know until you do it. So I took $100 in gift cards. I went to the Embassy Suites. It was like a 200-night hotel. On checkout, I said, here you go. This is how I'm paying for it. And he looked at me for a second. The guy who was, checking me out, not in that way, but, checking me out of the hotel.
He said,
he
said you had a cute.
Yeah, that's what, exactly. And then he said, do you know how much is on this? With that kind of, he was like, you know how much is on here? And I was like, yeah, it's $50 each. And he had to actually he was taken aback. He wasn't sure what to do with them at first. So then he typed in the numbers manually and everything. And sure enough, it worked. And that 200 stay was now $100 just from that. So that kind of changed my mind a little bit because it's like, okay, now you actually can get some free hotel stays with the Hilton Surpass card. You don't have to just, pay with points to do the stay. You could actually just call on the phone, get a reservation, and then just pay at checkout with your gift cards. And if it depends how many gift cards you have. Maybe if you and your wife have one, that's $400 a year. That's essentially like a free night certificate in effect. Of course you're gonna have to pay resort fees and whatnot. It sucks, but it's something.
But so I'm wondering if my beautiful wife is upstairs watching right now. But I think I've mentioned this in the Discord. My player 2, she wants no part of this. She's not like Daniel Braun's fiance that is willing to take all these cards on. She's like, nope.
Oh, no.
Like, no, I'm telling you, she is Kate's spirit animal. I think Kate plays more in the sandbox there, but
yeah,
oof, it's brutal, bro. So I go solo a lot of times here, Anthony. So have pity on me.
Definitely, it's tough. It's tough out here sometimes.
So you made a point of something, and that was one of my concerns when I got those cards, that you could do that with Hilton. That's awesome.
Yeah, definitely. One thing I actually one thing I knew of, but actually really got to test, which some people may know. If you're in the Discord, you'll see it every now and again. But what a lot of people don't know is that when you have a card like the Surpass card or the Aspire card or the Amex Platinum card, you're getting complimentary status with that hotel chain. So if you're Hilton, you have a Hilton Gold status or Diamond status, whatever. But the Surpass gives you Gold status. Now, that's pretty good for a few different reasons, but one in particular that was really highlighted on this trip was that when you book and call for a reservation for a hotel over the phone with Hilton, if you mention that your Gold status before they actually put the reservation through, that'll flag their system, at least from what I've seen and read online, and it worked for me, that you are an MVP. You're a high value kind of target person. So because if you have Gold status, they don't see on the back end that you got it through a card. They just assume you spent thousands of dollars and you did 40 nights or 60 nights just to get the status. So now you look like you got money, right? You look like you got some money. So what they do is they'll transfer you over to Hilton Grand Vacations, which is their timeshare properties. And then if you really know how to play the game, you can reap some benefits. Like an example of when we went to Las Vegas recently, we stayed in a timeshare, me and Calvi. And basically it was like $150 and we got, 4 nights, 3 days? I forget which way it actually works. 4 nights, 4 days, 3 nights, whatever. And you will, so you get a discounted rate. Normally those 4 days would end up being like over $1,000. So you get it like 70, 80% off, whatever. But then when you attend a timeshare, you can get some benefits. Sometimes you get a $200 gift card. In my case, I got 100,000 Hilton Honors points, which is worth like $500, $600, $700. So you buy the rooms 4 days for $200 or $150, and you get back $500 to $700 in value just by attending the timeshare. And the timeshare is not really a big deal at all. They press you a little bit, but for the most part, you just say I can't value anything, and then you leave. So having Gold status to tie it back in, looking like a high value person, they'll push you to Grand Vacations more often than anybody else. And then if you know the game, you could just hopefully rinse and repeat some timeshares, even though I know there's some rules out there that are like, once per year, but sometimes you can go ahead. So that's just my long-winded stuff. So it's pretty powerful, the Surpass card. It goes under the radar a little bit.
That is awesome. Well, we're going to get into that in a minute. You'll see. But I wanted to now, you wanted a hard question. Chad just threw one up. And then I also wanted just to thank everybody here. John, Keith, as always, Bobby, Frugal Dad Finance, Phil, John again for the membership, and everybody's here. Remind me to like and subscribe. Yes, like, dale duro. And I have Chris V. Hi, hola mi gente. Everything is good. Juan Meow Mix, Xavier, Sean Credit, everybody in the house here. And our man Chad asked top 5 creators when you started, when you monetized, and today. Ooh.
Oh Lord.
Ooh.
I don't think I can do 5. I'll probably just do 3. Let me think. So I guess when I started YouTube, the top 3. Oh God, is it bad to say? Like I really didn't know anybody when I first started on YouTube. Like that's when I first met everybody, like Spencer, Stan, Josh Butler, all these people. So the only people to really look to when I started. And I didn't know Luke at the time at all. I didn't know Chase Yokoyama. The only people I really knew were Sebi, Sherfu, and I would consider Graham. Graham Stephan. If we're talking about this niche, if we're talking about creators in general, is that what we're doing, Joe? Is in general,
he says top 5 creators when you started, when you monetized, and today. He's being really specific. Oh my God. Chad just put the screws to you, my friend.
Unreal. So I would say when I started, Sebi, Sherfu, and then I said Graham. That's all I really knew at the time. When I got monetized, 1,000. Well, I don't think it's really changed much. I mean, I met more people from 1,000 to now. I would definitely say, I want to actually say that, I don't know if it counts as 2, but the BS podcast with Sean Lane and Sherwin, those dudes I had on my podcast a few times. They are like, I look to them like above everything else, like for the be all end all on any topics, travel, related and whatnot, and credit cards, hotel status, airlines, all these types of things. I go to them, but like, here's the final hammer. So I think they're like some of the best out there for sure. I definitely I love those guys a lot.
So he said, and today, then that's your guys right there.
Yeah. Those are my guys today. I'll
All
just
right,
I'll
thank
just
you.
do them. Yeah, I'll
Thank
just
you,
say that.
Chad. Chad, he just took Chad. You saw that he kind of snaked his way out of
You
that, but that's
snaked it. Yeah.
okay. You
There's a
know.
bunch of people. Everybody's got good in their own way.
I want to give a shout out to my German nephew Kevin Schmidt. Yo, literally, he is. That's my baby. I love Kevin.
Oh, really?
Cesar Joel, mi hermano, my Boricua brother out there. How you doing? And then I have Keith S, who says you're on the wrong side of the screen, he said. But
Oops.
the 2 times that he stayed at Hilton as Diamond status got rooms with views of rooftops. I need to use some FNCs and points when I'm out. I'll use IHG next as my backup for Hyatt. Wow. Okay.
That's great.
So I guess, does it matter on, I guess obviously everybody says the damn, is that the rain I hear in the background?
A little bit. Is it too bad?
Well, no, I'm laughing because
it's cold, man. I'm freezing. Shaking. Yeah.
But I guess the properties are going to vary, right? In terms of what, like the location of the room they give you and blah, 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 because, or how hard you push. Would that matter as well?
For Hiltons?
For hotels in general, but I'm guessing Hilton as well.
So, well, Hilton's I have the most experience with. So of course, location is going to be one of the most important things. So, like if you have a Hampton Inn in, I don't know, Richmond, Virginia, or maybe not Richmond, Virginia, maybe some other out, in the middle of nowhere places, and you have that same Hampton Inn, that same brand, and you put it in downtown Greenville, for example, like where I'm at. Totally different experiences. You could have like an F tier Hampton in maybe a Richmond, Virginia, or you can have an S tier Hampton Inn just because it's in a downtown city area like Greenville that has a lot of money. But if you take the averages and where these places typically are, Hampton Inns generally are in interstate travel. So it's going to be like if I'm driving from New York to South Carolina, I'm going to see it in Virginia. I'm going to see it, maybe some in Maryland, just a bunch of different places. And typically those are on like the lower end. Those are going to be your first tier, kind of Hilton properties. If you move up a little bit, like if you go to some of my favorites, which would be like maybe a mid to higher tier, like a Tapestry, a Curio, again, you're getting an elevated experience, and then even more so for Waldorf and Conrad. But I notice all of the Hiltons all have their own little unique touches to them. Like I always mention, Curios are typically older properties that have been renovated to new properties. So you get some of old history in a lot of cases, and they just kind of transform it. So they have that kind of feel. Tapestries are a little bit more millennial, I would say. They have sometimes a little bit more art pieces. Some things are a little more eclectic and like statues of things. But those are always very nice and usually in good areas. Like Trues, I would say are more Gen Z. If you go to a True by Hilton, there's pool tables.
For me, it's perfect.
You fit right in. They got pool tables. They have like the little, I don't even know, like shot put, but with your hands. I'm not shot put. What am I saying? Shuffleboard, but with your hands and stuff. So it's a little more fun. So you kind of have to just figure out which brands would fit your lifestyle more. Like for example, Joe, you'd probably do really well at a DoubleTree because.
Go ahead.
Because they're typically for maybe some older folks. They give you cookies when you walk in. They love you. I'm kidding. I'm totally.
Jerry, Anthony's being mean. Anthony's bullying me.
It's like grandma's cookies, man. They'll give you. No, I'm kidding. Actually, I think you'd love Tapestries. That's my favorite one. I think we would have a good time there.
But you made a mention of Hampton, and what's funny is I stayed at Hampton a lot when I used to visit my son at the University of Pittsburgh. It's literally right off the highway.
Really?
And Pittsburgh was so difficult to park, and they were one of the only hotels that you could park on a giant parking deck without any issue. So I get it. Well, I mean, they had good breakfasts. It was a solid stay for what you went for. You didn't go to stay in the room. It wasn't like a resort, but it served its purpose, But we have the newest Boricua, which is Uncle Luke from Luke's Points and Miles in the house. So Uncle
Boricua.
Luke, Wepa. See, I'm gonna have to make the Hola Mi Gente shirt and Wepa. And speaking of Hola Mi Gente, I have, and I'm gonna repeat it again later, self-promotion here. I have an Hola Mi Gente membership on my channel. 3 tiers. I got my I Love Mi Gente, which is the first tier for $2.99. More for Mi Gente, which is at $4.99. And then the Hola Mi Gente package, which you will come on live with me as a part of it, and I'm gonna send you Hola Mi Gente swag. So just go right ahead, guys. This is gonna be fun. I want to make it fun. Anthony and I were talking about this over the weekend, and it's just gonna be fun. You know, I really want to make this something a little different, and I think this will be good at it. So if you don't mind, join in on the memberships. Don't forget to hit like today. And see, we got more. Wait, I got Phil Mo saying pray because he has a Southwest flight on Thursday.
Oh my God.
On Holy Thursday. Phil, I got you, Phil. This is the Catholic school boy in me. I got you. Holy Thursday. Juan Meow Mix. Did you get the companion fast? Okay, that's for Phil. Did you get the companion fast? And yes, he did. All right.
Oh wow.
See, I love this. I love this. I also have one of my students from class of 2006, Vladimir Cruz, in the house. Hola, mi gente. Vlad, now I'm going to shout him out here for a second. So Vlad, when I got into this last year, was like the disciple. And now he's like taking over now the master. He has flipped through cards. He'll text me on a random Sunday. Amex sucks. Chase is the real good one now. Just went to this lounge. Just did that. And he's got, see, his player too, his girlfriend likes the game. So Vlad is in good hands. Yeah. You know,
I'm not a good one.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to stop talking because I'm gonna pay for this later. You know how that works.
Just start stomping down, get the switch. You'll be saying "wepa" when she hits you.
Wepa is gonna hurt like heck. You know, Wepa's gonna hurt. Now, guys, because I'm blind right now, in about 8 minutes, we got a surprise for you guys. All right, in about 8 minutes, we got a surprise. But does anybody have another question that they want to ask Anthony? He's never on this side. Keith, what else are you going to ask him, Keith? Come on.
Oh, God.
John, don't be nice. John is too sweet. Cesar is too sweet. You know, Chad already grilled him with the hardest question I think he's going to get tonight. Frugal Dad Finance. Come on, mi gente. Come through, and I want you to make him feel some pain.
I won't answer anything about the Cybertruck. All right, Keith, before you get onto it, I'm not doing it. All right. I just saw it again in person in Tennessee, and this time I got to touch it. I was able to get right on top of it. So, you know.
Yo, look what he just did. Keith, you and my boy Vladimir are like spirit animals as well. All right, there we go. Thank you for that, Keith. I appreciate you, puppy. Thank you. I saw the Cybertruck, and I was actually offered a test drive in Paramus.
What?
Yeah. Because they have one, we were one of the rare ones that have one here.
Whoa.
So when I went to order my Tesla, which of course they delayed it, and I'll be getting it, I think April 2nd or 3rd now. It looked nice. And what was cool, guys, if you ever go do it, that guy was kicking the door, like in the showroom, just kicking it. Seriously kicking it. And it would just go and pop right, like it didn't even go in. It just popped right back out. So it was fierce. But to me, is it worth all that? Hell no. Not for a rust bucket. Nope. Rust bucket. Wait a minute. Wepa. Thank you. Xavier in the house.
Nice.
Thank you so much, Papi. I appreciate that. Good looking out. Thank you. Xavier's been on point. He's been following. He actually responded to the founders card video I put up on some of this on some of the information there. I have to look and see. No, Jesse from YouTube Experiment, I couldn't drive. Wait, this is funny. Tesla.
Oh my God.
Keith, you could keep hating and keep throwing it. It's okay.
Yeah, that's right.
So, Jesse, I didn't get to drive it because they weren't allowing drives because they only had one. And that one was for a person who ordered this truck over 3 years ago and stayed on the list. My son, as a joke, put himself on the list and then canceled that like a year or two ago. But this guy was still on the list. So, Keith, that's funny. Xavier, once again, Papi, good looking out. Actually, I want to see, Xavier, if you could remind me what your question was, because yo no veo nada aquí. If you could remind me what the thing was about the Founders Card today you asked me. I don't know if it was about Caesars or United. I had a few questions about that. But wait.
Oh, God.
You had $15K that you had to spend in the next 60 seconds. On which single card do you use and why? $15K.
15,000.
It have to be a
Right
high
now,
multiplier on anything, right?
No, I mean that would be easy. I would just, I mean, if I could just like, bam, now I have a chasing preferred, or maybe an
Like
Amex
to meet
Business
the
Platinum.
sub, to meet the sub, you're saying,
I
right?
Probably, yeah. I would probably throw
Okay.
it on an Amex Business Platinum, and in this theoretical world, I got the 250K offer that I saw kicking around in the Discord. So I think it's 15K spend. So I'd probably throw it on the Business
Yeah, I
Platinum.
might do that to get to 250,000 points that they're
Yeah,
offering. Yeah,
that's right.
Sounds like a win to me. You know, wait, you have more people here. Keith throwing money the way we throw money at Amex for lounge access.
Oh,
wow.
oh,
Vlad, the gauntlet has been thrown.
oh, God, unreal.
Luke, Anthony, when are you expecting your founder's card to arrive?
The founders, if they would give it to me for free,
well, if you use my link, they give it to you for free. They give it to you free for 3 months, and they actually extended me for 6. So I got to use the elite perks for 6 months.
But here's the question: a lot of the elite perks that come with the founders card, I tend to already get with my platinum card, but there is one that I want. Which would be Caesar's Diamond. Now we know it's gone away. You said it was extended.
It's extended. It's on their website
really
till January 2025 because they go through the cycle year. I asked them, and thank you for bringing that up, because I emailed them and I asked them. I said, "Is this dead?" Because I'm pushing this how great Caesar's is, and they go, "No," because what they did was they did it till January 31st, 2025, and then they re-kick it into the next. That's how their cycle works when you're a diamond status. So they're good till 2025. And it's worth it to me, guys. I mean, I wasn't planning on talking about it, but to be honest with you, I got to stay at the Trop in November. They upgraded me in the room. They gave me that free celebration dinner, which was $100. You don't pay the resort fees when you use it. And then I put it in the video, and I haven't done it, and I'm planning on doing it. To stay at the Atlantis, Bahamas for up to 4 nights for free?
You're doing it?
Why not? It's free. And that's why I was like, wait a minute, you can't go wrong with that. Like, if you don't have all these other cards, and we all do, right? So I get what you're saying. I get it 100%. Yeah. But if you don't want to lock yourself into an ecosystem and just want some perks for car rental, like I paid for a Mazda 3, they gave me a Mercedes GLB at Hertz Presidential, right? So yeah, I get it's expensive, 100%. But to me, it's more for people with business or with people that travel a lot and are able to also utilize other benefits. So.
Well, I'm wondering. Actually, they mentioned that that it's is the free version. Do you get the free version? Are you able to get the status match? Someone said that it's maybe not the full version that you're paying for.
So if you don't get the elite version, you get a status, but you don't get the diamond status. The other perk for elite that makes a big difference, and you mentioned to me before, and we spoke about it last week. For those of you out there, because I got 2 minutes to kill here, the BMW credit is up to $3,000. So a week and a half ago, I test drove the i4, the electric i4, and I asked them. I said, do you take this? No, and then they had like a code for the percentage off, and he goes, it depends on the model. So when he looked at the model, they were giving me back $1,500 off the car as a rebate. So that for a lease, if anybody out there that leases knows this, every 1,000 is about $27 or $28. So $1,500 comes in at $42 a month less on your payment. So if you factor that in, 42, because I went, like all of you guys know, I went to summer school for math. So
same actually.
Did you go to summer school? No, you did not go to summer school. Come on.
I did once, yeah.
Really? No,
yeah.
I was a total titter.
42
times 36. $1,512. And the card costs $600 or $595.
Wow.
And I think you get it back somehow, some way, just on that car credit. You get Hilton Gold status. You have a status match to get platinum status for Marriott hotels without having a Marriott card.
Really?
You know, so,
Marriott Platinum? I didn't
yeah.
know that. Oh, I
Yeah.
thought it was
If you
gold.
stay 15 days in 3 months, instead of 50, you get platinum status for a year.
Interesting.
Yeah. So Luke, feel free to also apply for that down on my description. You can get yourself a founder's card, Luke. All right. Yo, Jesse, you're not kidding, bro. They were kicking the crap out of that car. You know? So the 3 months free, no, they gave me the full version. They gave me the full version. And let me tell you, their customer service, all I did was email them. I said, I really want to try it. I really like the card. And they offered it to me first for 3 months and then for 6 months. When they did it for the 6 months, that's when I signed up for it.
So if they give you like
the card in hand and everything, and I had all the access to it.
I wonder if I could like sign up for it, get the free status match as much as I want, and then just cancel it.
Dead them? Yeah, you can dead them. Because the good thing is you don't pay for the full year in advance. They cut it up in half. So you're paying every 6 months.
Interesting. I wonder how
That's
that works.
a good point you made, Anthony, because they literally, I just paid the $295 last week on my Amex Platinum, go figure. But I think it's a good compliment to the higher end tier cards, which is what I put in the video. If you have a reserve, which gives you no hotel status, you now have a hotel status and car rental status. Avis, Presidents for Avis, you get the Porsche $595 discount. You get a lot of stuff, you know. Wyndham Business Earner isn't that? No, it's not. I have the Wyndham Business Earners too, so I have the status match on there as well.
Yeah.
Good point, Jess. Thank you, puppy. National Mart, yeah, with Diamond, yeah. So
I didn't know that.
Wait, here we go. JP Knowledge is in the house. Hola, JP.
JP.
Xavier, no questions on the founder's card. It was a nice video. Oh, okay. Thank you, Xavier. I know you had commented, but when you go on YouTube Studio on your phone, I see the comments all kind of lined up, and I don't see the video that kind of lines up with it. Thank you, Puppy. I appreciate you. Keith, Anthony, which creators are going with you to Frying Pan Hotel? What the heck is that?
That's
Thank
the
you,
one.
Keith, again. Keith, you are the man, bro.
Oh my god, that guy crazy. No, the Frying Pan. That's the one in my YouTube banner, the most dangerous hotel.
That's the one that you're gonna. That's not the one that you're jumping off the thing. That's something else. If you get to 10,000 subs, right?
Jump it off. Am I
on your
jumping off?
Didn't you have a thing like you're gonna do something dangerous?
Yeah,
or
go
was
to
it
the most
stay
dangerous
somewhere
hotel.
Okay.
That's this one. Yeah.
So you and Chase Yokohama should go stay at that place where they have that black light.
Yeah, we should. The worst hotel in Hawaii. Yeah, for sure. So far, no creators. I just want to do it solo. I think I need to do it solo, for sure. It makes it more scary.
I mean, you're not Puerto Rican, but El Cuco's like the monster that lives in the basement or hides in the closet. You gotta be careful with El Cuco, bro. That's like chupacabra status. That's
really
scary. Yep.
Huh.
So be careful, Keith. But thank you for that, Keith. I appreciate you, puppy. Keep them coming. You're the best. I love you, Keith. Which ecosystem is your favorite? This is from John. Mi hijo.
Which ecosystem is currently your favorite? I mean, it's just got to be Chase easily, just because all I'm caring about right now is Hyatt hotels. So I'm just taking all those points, going to Hyatt. So yeah, it's got to be Chase at the moment, because all I want to do is just destroy the Hyatt brand. I want to say it, not all of them, but like a lot of them in the next couple of years.
That.
So
I like that. That's a good one. Well, we're going to start destroying it in New Orleans in September. At the end of August, September. I got the Hyatt Centric for free. So that works for me.
Nice.
Matt, I'll probably buy into the founder's card. Wait, right off. Yes, Matt. I just did.
It should be.
I just did, because it's basically for business. And when you sign up for it, you put whatever the name of your business is to start and get the card. So yes, absolutely 100%. That's a good write-off, kid. Way to go. Again, click that referral link down below. And hit like and subscribe. Cesar, I would take Anthony, if I were you, I would take Cesar with me to the spooky hotel.
It's true. Like, I know for a fact Cesar will keep us safe, and if we fall and the thing collapses and we're in the ocean, the middle of the ocean, there's sharks around us, Cesar's going to be hitting them up like crazy. He's gonna kill them.
But you thought of it for the nice normal reasons. I know he's Puerto Rican. I know he's Puerto Rican, and as Puerto Ricans, we learn how to, defend, like, right, So I know Cesar is already equipped.
he's ready. Yeah,
He does.
He's not afraid of a shark. Yeah.
Anthony, did you ever book the Palazzo Manfredi? I know it's a hotel you're looking for, but with it being part of SLH, it won't be part of Hyatt soon.
Yeah, no, well, because Italy, I eventually segmented everything from this year is going to be year of travel, probably half of next year as well. It's going to be like kind of US based and try to stay at some awesome properties. And then 2025 into 2026 will be like abroad. So I'm guessing like Italy, Japan, these types of places. So that's when I was going to book it in about a year or so. But yeah, unfortunately, Hyatt just lost their SLH properties. So, but it's going under Hilton now. So we'll see, right? I think Hilton just got the SLH property. So now who knows what the Palazzo Manfredi is going to be. It once was 30K Hyatt points. Watch it be 150,000 Hilton points a night. Like, I wouldn't be surprised. So I'm jealous that Chad got to go there recently.
Well, JP, I'm going to mention this after I do what I'm going to do next. But next week I have a guest. Her name is Lisa Custodio. I had mentioned in other lives that she's like almost like a travel concierge and advisor that uses points and miles to book the trips. She's going to be on live with me next Tuesday night. She lives in Miami, and that's what she does. She curates dream trips. She's been to the Nile. She's going to Australia. That's one that she's going to put on her bucket list, but she has like group trips as well. Any specialty that you want, she'll set up. I'm going to have her here live next week so she could tell you guys and share with everybody here how that's going to work. And, if you want to book her services. So again, her name is Lisa Custodia and her business is Alla Tua. And her specialty is really Italy. And she'll do a lot of things that she says normally these other tour companies won't do. So look for Lisa next week live. I'll post more of it during the week. But guys, before I go back to Anthony, and Anthony knew this was coming, and I'm just waiting to see Mr. Nick. How are you? Hola, hola, hola. Thank you for being here. So I have two, and these have not been opened. I feel like Johnny Carson, although Anthony probably wasn't born yet either.
Well, where's your double-sided pencil? Where's your double-sided eraser pencil?
You see, look, I did not open them. I got two brand new American Express cards. I got one last week, and I ordered them the same day. Go figure. One last week, one came in the mail today. So a lot of people, Luis, hola mi gente, a lot of people do their unboxings. I don't know why they call this an unboxing. Unless you got the platinum card in a box, this is an unenveloping, right? Because really, this is just a lot of paper that they stuff in here. I've never read one of these things before. Maybe I'm shooting myself in the foot, but the paperwork that comes with this goes in the garbage right away. So here's what we're going to do. I don't know which is which. I swear to God, I don't know because they just came like that and they're exactly the same. So I'm going to unbox or unenvelope the first one live. All right.
What do you guys guesses? Which one's in this one? I'm going to guess it's the green card.
See, just
uneloping.
Wait. I think Vlad thinks it's the green card because I got rid of the gold.
Uh-oh.
John, uneloping. Wait, no, that's something else.
Yeah, that was with my ex-wife. Yeah.
Anthony, behave yourself, Anthony.
I'm just kidding.
John says the Surpass.
I think I'm kind of feeling the Surpass too. Maybe I'll stick with green. I think it's Surpass.
All right. So
it feels like it.
I just killed myself because the address is showing right there. But I'm gonna wait. I know people aren't gonna steal my identity, right?
Maybe face away. Yeah.
And it is.
Is it green? Tell me it's green. Tell me it's green.
Let's go, baby. Verde, the green.
Nice.
The American Express green card. Now, this one I got with no sub. Zero sub. Remember, they wouldn't even give me, when I canceled the gold, they didn't even offer me anything to stay with it. So when I clipped them, they were just going to downgrade me to this and not give me anything anyway. So just to I don't know, show them up. I didn't take it at that point, but I decided to do it now because I realized, guys, that the American Express Platinum gets you no points unless you're flying. Really, 1 point is going to get me what? So this will now be a main part of dining and any travel. I'll put, the Ubers, the Lyfts, the other things like that onto this one. So this was the green. So I got this one. And now, next, one of the best, green. Yeah, Luke. Other than the founder's card that you're applying for right now, Uncle Luke, the green looks beautiful.
And don't forget the green card's good for the environment too. If you look at the back, it says it's made from 70% reclaimed ocean plastic.
If it wasn't because I was blind right now and I can't read that fine print, but I'm gonna take your word for it. Yeah. But I'm gonna do something special with this green card in a couple of weeks, and you guys are really gonna enjoy it when it comes out. So that's another surprise coming down the pike. But here's the second card, guys. Any takers on this one? Another live unenveloping. Vamos a ver. Matt is still holding on for hope with the Wells card. Wells called me back, actually, the bank yesterday to see why I didn't go in branch to sign up for the card yet. I said,
really?
When you get better transfer partners. I swear to God.
Oh, no.
I'm not doing it yet.
They said, God damn, this is the 50th call today.
She goes, but you gave me. She goes, but I said, you have like 3 transfer partners. I'm so sorry. I'm not doing that.
Oh,
yet.
no.
Yep. So, nice one. Rose green card. I think CJ has that one.
Oh, yeah. If anyone would have one, it's CJ.
Wait, Juan says blue cash. Wait. Oh, I do have clear, puppy. I have clear with the platinum card, but now I'll have this one to pay. So full disclosure. So clear hit at the same time my Amex annual fee did, and all the authorized users. I clipped my wife from clear because I was like, we're not traveling anytime soon. Oh. So the green card's clear. I'm gonna cover Terry. Right now she has no clear. Right now I'd be waiting for her on the other side.
That's right. That's great. That's a good thing.
No, you would never get. No, Luke, they don't do a hard pull. All right. Bill card isn't bad. No, you're right, Jesse. You're right. And here's the next card, mi gente. I just want to make sure my address does not come out.
Yes.
And the Hilton Surpass card.
Very nice.
Now, this one was actually pretty cool because I am way over the amount of cards Amex allows you to get into a card for subs. That's what they told me, right? So charge cards I had no problem getting because I got the green actually after I got the Surpass. So it's any credit card. So they told me I either had to drop one of my cards to make room to apply for the Surpass to get the points. And I was like, I don't really want to drop one of the other cards that I have. So they offered me, which I don't think was bad. It wasn't terrible. 50,000 Hilton points for $3,000 spend for 6 months on the Surpass. So thanks to the guys on Discord, honestly, and the only reason I got this card was because of you guys, Cesar, Sledge, Chad, Anthony, Luke, all you guys out there, and John that fed me the info. I didn't know you got 4 credits every 3 months, quarterly, $50 hotel credit, like you were just mentioning about the gift card. So look what I did. I literally, before I even got the physical card, it showed up in my Amex because they basically was a product change from the Hilton Honors to this. So the account stayed the same. The number stayed the same. So I got a Hilton
the numbers.
Oh, hopefully the light. So I got a Hilton gift card and I bought it on a Tuesday, and by Friday on my Amex account, I already got credited the money. So I look at it this way: $150 for the card, but they're giving you $200 in just the ability to get a gift card and pay for your room, like you just said you did, bro, I'll take that any day.
Mm-hmm.
So this Surpass card ended up being better than what I thought. And the multipliers are higher, if I'm not mistaken, right?
Yeah.
And did I get the CJ limit? Wow.
Probably not. You probably got 10K on that Surpass, I bet.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
I'm not bragging, but that comes with the being 57. Jesse, yep, she gets clear again. Yep, Surpass for the win. I'm telling you, I'm excited. Actually, you know what's funny? My sister's had this card for years, and she didn't even know about the benefit of the gift card. And I told her to make sure she did it this week before the next quarter started. So she went ahead to order the Hilton gift card so that she doesn't miss out on that. Okay. Yeah, it's not the same as a sub, but I'll take it. I didn't want to shut something else down. That's the only reason why I took it. Hilton has been good so far. I can't complain. Even the regular honors card, when I got it a year ago, I think it was the second or third card when I started ordering all these cards. And, as soon as I got the platinum, getting gold status at the hotel, free breakfast all the time, that was great. John finishes 170K Surpass in January. I'm telling you, this works. Now, I don't have the answer to this question. Hilton Biz card changes tomorrow. Lights reactions. Domino Masters. How you doing? Thanks for being here tonight.
Interesting.
I'm gonna have to look that up. I was gonna do the business card and I didn't do it. Do you know anything about that, Anthony?
No, I'm wondering why. Say tomorrow. Might be some stuff I'm not aware of. At least from what I've seen, it's always been on a Thursday, but I guess we'll see. That would be interesting.
Okay, so do the gift cards expire? And Chad beat me to it. Thank you, Chad, because I didn't know the answer, puppy. No. So the gift cards don't expire. So that's awesome. So when because my understanding, guys, this is breaking news. 2025's creator meeting is going to be in Anthony's house.
Oh,
right.
That's
in Tesla, right? Okay, we have a hotspot in the Tesla. We have entertainment.
So I'll make some arrangements. Some people can sit in the front. I'll have a couple in the trunk, and I can sit about 5 in the main cabin here, and we'll play Jenga in the middle. That's what.
That works. That works. God, I love it. I love it. I love it. Yeah, free fill. You know what? Again, $50 is $50. People, especially when you go out with a family, that breakfast, that snack in a hotel, that can of soda costs you $5. The can of the bag of chips that's full of air that costs you $7 if you want to do it that whatever. The drinks, this works. Yeah. So I'm glad you guys told me to do this because I was not going to do that.
Originally, I was like, maybe I'll just use it towards like if you want to have a date night one of these nights, because some of these hotels have really nice restaurants and whatnot, and maybe they have good views, and you can go there, and if it's owned by Hilton, you can just pay with the gift card, from what I understand as well. I haven't tested it myself yet, but at least that is another way. But most likely it's people who are staying at a Hilton, pay for the restaurants that are on property or just pay at checkout.
So let me ask you this, and maybe it's just a silly question, but let's say you're having a drink at the bar, you have this gift card and you're going to pay with it there. Should you pay for it at the end of the trip where everything that hits your folio in your room? Because then you get the points, right? And then
well, that's how you would do it anyway. It's just at checkout. Okay. So you would just bill it to the room, and then just when you go to check out downstairs, say I want to, put these on that, and then you can cover a lot of those charges. Another little interesting that I actually read some people do that I haven't done yet is, and this is like a kind of a side tangent, but something that I just found interesting, which was, with gold status, you're getting the gold status and above with Hilton, you're getting the dining credit. So, if it's DoubleTree, if it's Tapestry Curio, you're getting like $30 a day for 2 people in your reservation just to be used at the on-site restaurant. But what I heard some people say is that they actually didn't use it, and they were able to credit that to the account on checkout. So if you didn't use, like if it's a 5-night stay and you didn't use $30 each day, you could in some cases, some people have used $150 and put that towards the bill of the room. I haven't seen that. I haven't done it yet, but I've read that it's possible. Pretty
Really?
interesting. Yeah. So I'll be wasting my money if you can.
Jesse, I agree with you, Jesse. Okay, so I missed one here. My Lucid can actually fit a person in the trunk. I put one of my cousins in the front in the dare.
Right, it was a dare. Right,
yeah. Okay,
dare.
Keith. Yeah, it was a dare. Okay. I don't know. Keith, is that why you're traveling a lot, Keith?
Yeah, why'd you just drive frantically from New York back home?
All right. I need to
New
put
York.
so Vladimir is now in Keith's camp completely because now Lucid is greater than Tesla. Wow, Vlad, you just stabbed me in the back, and I've known you since you were 15. Right, Vlad. I'll remember that.
Come on, Vlad. Well, you have to be nice to Keith, or else he takes your name and beats up your aunt, or puts you in a frunk.
Or puts you in a frunk, right? What the frunk?
Yeah. Ridiculous.
So, Anthony, what is your next card that you're looking to get?
Next card. It'll probably be within a couple days. We're gonna get. Can we call it my card? My wife's gonna get the in cash.
Okay.
And the reason is again, just ink per quarter. Got to keep running it so you get more and more points for Hyatt hotels, and we can stay in more and more Hyatt places. So that's the main reason. Just getting it for the welcome offer, and then move it on to the next.
Now, have you thought about doing for yourself LLC and then a sole prop for the same card?
Yeah. So the goal from the start of the year was 4 or 5 ink cards. So the first 2 were going to be under real estate and YouTube businesses as sole proprietors. And then third one is going to be wife, which that's what the one she's going to get this week. 4th one and 5th one will be LLCs for the real estate and the YouTube. So establish that, get an EIN, apply for, ink cash, ink preferred under those EINs, and still be, eligible for the welcome offer.
Wow. Looking on your app, you're going to have to keep scrolling. You go through your account. You're going to get like a couple tunnels.
If I could keep beating 524, although I think I might be under in June, so we might be good after my wife's 3rd one. We'll see. Might be in the clear now.
See, for me, I'll be under completely. Like I'll be at 0 for 24 next January because the bulk of my cards were just at the beginning of last year.
Yep.
So I'm kind of hesitant about getting another, whatever the card is going to be next. I guess I really am. If Wells had something really fantastic with their transfers, it's not bad. It's just not bad. But you saw yesterday, wait, I can't. Wait, Phil says he doesn't fit in a Tesla trunk. Yes, you do, Phil. I have to see. Phil, you fit, Phil. Come on.
He's too handsome. He's like 6.
Lucy would never put out such an ugly thing as a cyber yuck. Nice.
God.
Keep the anger coming.
I don't know, man. You ever look at a Lucid's wheels? It kind of looks like a Tron car. I don't know. It looks so weird. Hashtag facts.
Hashtag facts. I love it.
Like that.
I love it. I love it. Phil, I love you, Phil. Phil, thank you, man.
Too handsome.
But I really think that getting RJ got X'd out of the Wells card twice Sunday on his last video. So he applied, did the reconsideration. They kept him on hold. 10 minutes later, because he had called, then they were like, and they got him again. So he's just like, wait a minute. And he loves Wells. So it's like,
Yeah.
Polestar, Vlad, I tried the Polestar. It's a nice car, but it's too boring outside for me. You can get multiple inks under the same business. There is no limit.
Hell yeah, man.
So I have an ink, I have the preferred, and I have the cash. So you're saying the unlimited cash and preferred, right? So I can reapply for another card just because?
Yeah, so the quote unquote safer way is for people to get get an EIN, and you could do that as a sole prop as well. Yeah, so you just apply under that for the same business and get another.
Also, you'd have to do one under sole prop and the other one under EIN. I can't open the same EIN. That's what I meant. Okay, so
I also have heard recently a lot of people actually still like just same application, same sole proprietor. Put your SSN in, and still getting, you know, the welcome offer and whatnot. So it seems to work both ways. I would imagine some people theorize it might be gone in like a few years, who knows. So I'm just gonna make hay while the sun's shining, get as many as I possibly can in this
No,
next
fair
year
enough.
or next 2 years, who knows.
Oh, I like that. Some Chase experts report internet knowledge instead of real world knowledge. Nice.
Hmm.
No, and I get it. That's what I'm saying. I don't, you know, I love, to me, honestly think, like I've said it before, the Ink Preferred is an awesome card. Like, I like it better than the regular, you know, Sapphire Preferred, to be honest with you. Especially though you get one more point on travel as the multiplier. So it's not bad. And if I'm going to product change ever, which I don't know if I'm going to do, but to the CSR and dead the Preferred, I have the, you know, the Ink Preferred on the other side, which would suit me, you know, almost just as well. But where the Ink Unlimited is awesome, when we were talking the other day about taxes and putting property taxes or paying your taxes, that 1.5 is clutch when you're putting it in. You know, if you have $10,000 in taxes, you're getting $15,000 worth of points, right? Right, because you're getting the 0.5. So
yeah, so 15,000.
15,000. That works. That works.
Yeah.
So
definitely some money there.
Here's another one. No, you can open multiple ink cards under the same business. Okay.
Yeah.
Gracias, Boricua Luke. All right. I'm gonna call you Tio Luke. You can have multiple of the same ink for the same business, but it could be easy to just rotate them across EIN, so prop and cancel after year. Easy points, especially player 2.
Yeah. That's the way I look at it. You know.
We discussed earlier tonight about my player 2. She wants to not play. So
she's the only way to win is to never play.
She's like, nope, you can drown yourself.
Yeah.
And here's Keith. I got 2 chasing preferreds on the same EIN. I asked for a third, and my Chase banker considered said it probably wouldn't go through for that.
Probably, yeah, it probably will.
Probably.
Yeah, I bet it will.
But Keith, have you applied for the Quicksilver secured?
That's right. You're
For
missing
those
out.
that
Keith.
don't know, just
Yo,
so that
Keith.
you could, I need to bring you guys up to speed here.
Yeah.
Keith and I have this issue, and I'm sure a lot of other people. So there you go. Keith and I have had issues with Capital One. So the Capital One only gives me an opportunity. I think the other day they actually upped me to the Saver card for good credit and the Quicksilver card for the regular Quicksilver. Yeah. I finally got off the level of secured, but I would never want those cards. So I mean, it is what it is. But you know, Keith is in the same boat. I went in person to Cap One. They couldn't give me an answer because their ambassadors weren't on top of things, according to them. Whatever that means.
They're not consistent necessarily across the board.
So here's the credit card game. Hey guys, question. My pay over time limit on my Amex Gold is $35K, and in my Platinum is $15. Why do you think this happened? I have a theory, but I don't pretend to know it all. But I would think maybe you open the Amex Gold first and the Platinum second, and maybe based on, you know, income and whatever, you know, there's a set limit, kind of like what Chase does when, in some instances for Chase, that they kind of give you a certain amount across all cards. You can move the money around your cards, you know, but reallocate them if you need to. But maybe that's why. Anybody else out there have an idea?
Yeah, that's all I can imagine. Hey, Lonnie. What's going on?
Lonnie, how you doing? What's going on? Good to have you here. I appreciate you, Lonnie. Thank you. I hit another bonus. Yo, there we go.
Let's go, JP. Same.
Absolutely. Okay, here we go with Chase is based on the total amount of credit and not the amount of cards. So lower your limits and keep applying. I just literally zeroed out. I wish I don't want to put, because of course I'll probably give my numbers away, but I zeroed out all my Chase cards. So really? I'm going to be doing that again. It'll give me something to do this summer.
That's why I never wonder. I always wonder, like when people apply for those cards and they're like, "Oh, just a 3K or a 4K limit." And like, "Oh no!" I'm like, "That's great. Like that's a blessing. Like I want the lowest limit possible on all these ink cards. You know, enough to cover rent, but that's about it."
Whereas the pain was whenever you had a limit that, let's say the bonus to get the sub was like 8,000 and they only gave you a 4,000 or $5,000 limit, then you had to reallocate the cards or make sure you paid them down first.
Yeah.
And you always have to kind of be on top of it because you got to make sure you meet the deadline of the 3 months or whatever it is. That's the only pain.
Well, as long as you're paying it, you know.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
At least what we advocate. It's like pay it down.
So if you didn't get to the Coliseum view, trust me, ask for yo, huh?
I swear to grab the upgrades worth it.
Yeah, I'm gonna be asking from now on. I swear to God, guys. I'm gonna be like Sledge and just ask.
Yeah.
More spend on one card over another. Oh, Vlad, you're referring to Amex? Could be. Maybe the gold card. You know, I can't see Amex, especially lately. They're just hard to read. I just don't know. If anybody out there knows more than me, wait, here we go. That could be it. Okay.
Yeah.
You know, and I'm just guessing because I noticed my personal experience when I opened my Chase Sapphire Preferred last April. I went in branch and I was able to get that super bonus where because I went in branch, I got like another 10,000 points or whatever, you know. But I got $19,000 credit line on that card. I had already opened 4 cards prior, literally months before.
Jeez.
So, but I've noticed with Chase then other cards that I've gotten after, some of the limits have been lower.
Yeah.
So I'm guessing there's a point where you're going to max out unless you just make a ton of money that then they could justify. But my income hasn't really changed.
Yeah.
You know? So thank you for that question. Credit card game, if you don't mind telling us what your first name is, because sometimes I just feel weird. I feel bad calling you guys by that. Just like Jesse here in YouTube Experiment. I know it's Jesse now, right? Okay card if you can get it. Yeah. Tell me about it, Jesse. You're still grazing? See? I like that grazing. Grazing became a thing. You see? Gardening is done. Now it's all grazing.
Yep.
All right. Thank you, Vlad. I appreciate you, puppy. Ivan, Boricua's in the house. Where? How you doing? DJ Bruce Rain, how you doing, puppy? Everything cool? Thanks for being here. I appreciate you. Very nice of you. Thank you so much for showing the love. Keith, limits all cards of 90K. I can't crack it. I've heard of other people saying this. Okay, Keith. Okay. See, this is when people say that an Amex Platinum is a flex. No, the flex is what Keith just wrote here. 100K, 100K freaking, limit. Bro, you just 90%ed what I just said. What I got.
That's funny.
Oh my God. Oof. Yeah, and that's why, again, I don't know why freaking Capital One is this. Ugh. It's just disgusting, It's disgusting. It's just disgusting, really. They just piss me off. I'm sorry, But DJ Bruce Wayne, how's it going? Your other Boricua was here earlier, and then the newest Boricua, as you know, is now Tio Luke. I don't know. So it'll be like Tio Lucas for us.
How can I become an honorary Puerto Rican if I wanted
to? You are. I didn't tell you that.
No, you didn't knight me or anything.
I'm gonna knight you right now. Hold on, I'm gonna knight you with my Hilton Surpass and my green card. I'm flipping the numbers around so you don't see. Yeah. Bowis, Sir Anthony. I knight you, honorary Boricua. And you need to say "wepa" the right way. You gotta go "wepa."
Okay, tell me when.
1, 2, 3.
Hold on 1 second. Wepa!
Yeah, you go. You choked a little bit.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give you that one though.
Yeah.
Anthony is the newest. Honey, you got another one.
Yeah, let's go, baby. We're part of the family now. The family.
Oh, see that I'm not a Swiftie. Yeah, maybe Capital One. You're right. Well,
Hey,
you think we could do that? You think so?
What,
look at that. Xavier came through. Congrats. Yes.
Oh, wow. Thank you, Xavier. Thank you, Xavier.
Boricua! Yeah!
Boricua. Where's my
It's
knife?
cool.
I'm just kidding.
So, one of the guys that I did a video with last year, Angel Torres, who's a real good friends with Caesar as well. Young guy. I love when he does his videos. If you want to go to Puerto Rico without having to go to Puerto Rico, listen to the background as he does his videos. The coqui in the background, and in PR is the only place where you hear it. You hear the coqui, 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 the frogs out there, the tree frogs. It's so beautiful as he's doing his videos. You hear this symphony of frogs in the background, and it is amazing. So, Angel, if you're out there, papi, how you doing, papa? Que Dios te cuide. You know, so wait, here's one here.
We ain't
capping. Yep, yo, Capital One. I'm so sorry.
Maybe it's true. Maybe we have to be Swifty. I mean, I am a Swifty. I don't know if you are, Joe. I am.
Why am I not a Swift? Why can't I be a Swifty?
I just
after I made you, I knighted you, Boricua.
No, I'm just
because I'm 57. Is that why?
No. I'm asking. I'm asking if you are.
It would be creepy if a 57-year-old was a Swifty.
No. Of course not.
Actually,
Anybody could be a Swifty.
I love her songs. I feel bad for the guys that she's cut up in the past, but you know, I love her music. I say,
you know, I made a video.
Yeah,
I went in Nashville last May. I went to see her live.
Nice.
Really cool.
Did you have? Cool. Do you have a Capital One card?
Yeah.
Okay.
I have a couple. Mm-hmm.
Oh,
I have my platinum secured, baby, and I have my
baby. $500 credit limit to start, right?
There's a backdoor method to get that Saver One for all you guys out there. I've been mentioning it, but nobody wants to test it.
Tell me.
You got to get the platinum non-secured card, the Capital One Platinum card, the lowest card, well, the one above secured. That's a MasterCard. My brother-in-law just did it. He got the platinum non-secured, just a regular platinum card, and he product changed that within like 3 weeks or a month to the Saver One. I think it's the backdoor method. I think that's what you got to do.
Is it the regular Saver One or the one for like credit? Like, do you still get a bonus or no? Not enough. You probably don't get the bonus, right?
Well, he didn't get the bonus because it was just the upgrade, so he didn't really know what he was doing. So I think he just clicked it.
That's a good idea. So if you want the Saver One that bad, you can.
I think that's the backdoor method. Another thing I noticed was, I actually realized this yesterday, my platinum secured card just expired, or it maybe expired, I forget when, and they automatically allowed me to upgrade to the Quicksilver. But what I noticed was, since I have 2 Quicksilvers now, my first Quicksilver that I got in the beginning was a Visa. This new Quicksilver that I upgraded from the Platinum Secured is now a MasterCard. So I'm thinking I might actually be eligible to take this new Quicksilver and product change it to a Saver One. So if it does, I'll make a video on it. But
okay, no, that's cool.
I think there's a backdoor method, man. Let's get the Platinum. Can you imagine? Watch me apply Capital One Platinum card. Like,
but knowing Keith's luck would be he'd get the circle that go, sorry,
yeah,
denied. Go
right.
Look for your $100,000 credit line on Chase.
Yeah, that's right. He'll just be a middle finger.
DJ Bruce Wayne just said something here.
No choking allowed.
Yeah, Anthony, you want to give it one more shot, puppy, for the people?
I'll do. I did that for dramatic effect. I didn't actually call choke,
okay,
but
so we need you to do a wepa, a long one. So like this.
Yeah.
Wepa! Like that.
I'm gonna hurt everybody's ears.
All right?
Okay. You ready?
1, 2, 3.
Wepa!
Yes! All right. See, that was a grunt in there too. I like that.
I wanted to announce your name like how they used to do in Pride back in the day. It's like Joe Barreto!
Yo, you can roll your tongue. God bless you, bro. I can't roll a damn thing.
Really?
I can't do it. No.
Oh my gosh.
The Keith haters gonna hate.
Team Cap One Planet. Yeah.
All right, wait, and I got Luke. Quicksilver should be able to upgrade it.
That would be a monster video if I can get that done. I'll check my upgrades. If I can upgrade Avenger X, I might do it just for the hell of it and then downgrade.
I don't know why you haven't. Your name is on the card. For the love of God.
They didn't pay me my royalties. I don't want it.
Yo, bro, I'll be right there with you.
They're gonna use my name? Are you kidding me? Come on now.
Bobby Yakuzo, yo, thank you,
Bobby.
thank you, thank you. Yo, that is the thank you so much. So much. Love to the family. Thank you so much for coming through. I really appreciate that. Thank you. That's awesome. Thank you.
What's up, Bobby? What's up, Bobby?
What's up? I like the little avatar there. That's so cool. That's a
Yeah.
badass avatar. From like the lights hitting me here, it just looks tough.
Oh yeah.
I love that. Thank you, man. Have a good night, puppy. Thank you so much. What hotel did you stay in Nashville? Thinking about checking out the city on the next long weekend. That's from JP.
So JP, there's a few places that I stayed in, and then there's a couple that I recommend. Um, of course, if you want to go big, you go to the JW Marriott out there. It's very, very nice. I didn't stay there yet, but that JW Marriott's pretty cool, and it's still close enough to everything. If you want something that's walkable, like you could actually just walk to downtown, Broadway in Nashville, I definitely do recommend the True that's out there, because it was only 2 blocks away, or maybe 3 blocks away from, but it's an easy walk, and you go past, the stadium where the Nashville Predators play. And so I recommend that place. It's really cool. They have pool tables down there, and I think it's like $50K Hilton on his points a night. So the True,
Not bad.
if you want to not stay downtown, you want an easier, more relaxing time, I would definitely recommend the Hyatt House by the airport. I stayed there. Again, pretty upscale, at least for a Hyatt House. And they have an outdoor area, they have whatnot, but it's an easy drive to downtown, maybe 10 minutes, something like that. But one hotel that I really recommend that I didn't stay at, but Calby did, I think it's called the Holston House, if I remember correctly. I think
I've been there. Yes,
you
I've
stayed
seen
there?
that place. No, I haven't stayed. I've seen
Oh,
that though. It's nice.
I think that's what it's called, and it's I think it's category 4. I think you could use a free night certificate there. I could be wrong. It might be category 5 Hyatt. But I love that place because it was the downstairs is like super luxurious, but they have a rooftop pool and bar that we didn't really get to use, but I hung out there for a second. That's nice.
Cool.
So, and that's also walkable to downtown Broadway as well. So I like that. And there's a parking. If you stay at the Holston House, if you want to save on parking, right across the street there's a parking garage, and you can park there for. I forget how much it paid. I don't know, but yeah, definitely.
Well, Anthony, I want to thank you, Anthony, because you have that magic touch. I've never had 40 on a live today ever before, 40? And today we're at 40, and we went to 41 before it. So I want to thank all of you out there for being here. Honestly, this is just And again, I'm going to remind you: don't forget to hit like, and subscribe, and then do the membership to the Hola Mi Gente.
The founders card.
See. No, and we're gonna do this. You're funny. The founders card. Don't forget that too. But we're all gonna be Boricua down when we go, because you better go, Anthony. If not, I'm gonna scoop you up on the way to New Orleans. I'm gonna drive you there. I'm gonna drag you. We gotta go, Papa.
It's
Come
scary,
on. But we're gonna chill. We're gonna have a good time.
All right.
I promise you. Look, you're gonna have me, Uncle Luke, Cesar. I already told you about Cesar's skills. Come on, we're good, bro.
Okay.
Sledge will be there, Chad, bro. It's easy.
I know.
It's easy. Forget it. So we have here only the MasterCard Quicksilver can upgrade to the VX.
I actually didn't know the Venturex was MasterCard.
Because it won't switch issuers.
Good to know.
Baked pork shoulder on the extra crispy. True. That's chicharrón. That's the crispy part of the pork. Now you got to start eating that.
Baked pork shoulder.
It's so good, bro. Oh my God.
Just the shoulder.
I'm still gardening till July. No inquiries allowed. We had to wait. Thank you. Oh my God. Hattie BS Hot Chicken Nashville. See,
I didn't go there.
I heard about that place too, and I didn't get to go there either.
You know what I like in Nashville? There, I don't actually even remember where it is, but it's past like there's like the, is it? I think it might be. It's not Centennial Park. It's a smaller park. It's like maybe Centennial Park or something like that. I forget what it's called, but it's a little bit past there. But there's actually a little indoor, not flea market, but there's a bunch of little stores and whatnot. But they have some good food in there, like some. I think they had some old school like Nathan's looking place, and then they had some like Spanish, a bunch of different types of food that I never saw before. with the exception of this last trip. Definitely recommend that place if you can figure out what I'm talking about. It was
No,
nice
that's
though.
cool.
Mm-hmm.
No, that's awesome. You know, I love going down south and trying all the different food. I mean, I just think that that's, you know, and I told you the invitation is there in after April 9th. You want to come by, drive by St. Augustine and come down and visit, kid.
Might be possible. It might
You
be
know,
possible.
I think we'll have a good time. I don't know where some of the other guys are, you know, in what parts of Florida, but it would be great. You know, we can go hang out in City Walk in Universal and at night and go to one of the clubs over there or whatever.
That'd be fun. I still
I'm
want to drink
serious.
around the world at Epcot so bad.
I've never done that at Epcot.
Oh,
Because every time I went with students, and you can't do it. I've taken my students 1,000 times, and when my kid was a baby, I didn't want to be that guy, you know.
yeah,
So, but
it's fun.
what do you So you had mentioned Anthony before, because we kind of went off the rails there for a second. So your next card you said is going to be the ink, but which other card, if there was one, I had that question for you. If you want, like, which is the next card you really want that's not one of the inks? Is there one?
At this
And how
time,
many do you have in total right now?
we just have 2 inks, so we're 2 in so far for the plan. Since January. Yeah, I don't think there is any. It's just my only goal is to stay at more Hyatt hotels. So the best way I'm getting there is through inks. There's really no other card I would like to. Nah, I don't think there's any other card I want to get. Maybe the Wyndham Business Earner. You know,
And that's a solid card. Like I've told you, I know you had put up the video, but I think the Wyndham Business Earners is slept on. It's a good card. It's a solid card for what you get. You know, but you know, I think that it's a good pickup. It's on the business side. It won't hurt your other side, obviously. So I mean, I don't think it's terrible. And now their points. I think I shared that with you. I only got it for 45,000 points last year. I think they were offering what 100,000 earlier this year.
Yeah.
So I mean, that's a lot of nights. And the way they let you break it up, you could split it points and cash and whatever else. So it's not bad. But there's no other card for you that you would want. Like,
I guess, yeah. I actually am starting to really look and consider the Delta Platinum card. Well, Delta Business Platinum. I'm really starting to consider that card. Given my recent experience with Delta Stays, that credit, staying at this Hobbit Village, like, it's kind of opened my eyes a little bit to booking third party in some cases. So probably won't get it for another year, but just definitely eyeing it. You know, just looking at it.
And so you had mentioned that to me, that I should look at that one. So is that the $350 fee or no?
Yeah, it's $350.
And do you get status or some sort of status with Delta? Because I've never really seen Delta.
You'll get halfway to the first tier with Delta status. Like if you had that card and maybe you reserved, then you'll have, you know, the first level status, which I don't think is necessarily worth it. From what I was reading, and I don't have experience with it, but from what I was reading, it seems like it has all the same benefits that the card itself gives you. So I'm not really sure. But the reason the Delta Business Platinum is interesting as well, yeah, you have the $350 annual fee, and I believe that the Delta Stays credit is $200. So that's, you know, one discount there, which is pretty cool. You're also getting some Resi credits, so $10 every single month. You're getting, I think it's $10 a month towards rideshare, so Ubers and whatnot, which I probably won't end up using. I'd probably use the Resi. Silver Medallion's a beast. Chad says, yeah, let me know. I'm probably unaware of something. But then you get the companion certificate that a lot of people value, where, you know, you pay for a flight and then now your wife flies for free. So that could be, you know,
so Platinum gives you silver medallion.
I believe it halfway to Silver Medallion, unless I'm thinking of Gold, the next status. I'm not super on point with Delta status.
Okay. Because I've never, like I said, and that's why I kind of did the Hilton. I was looking at the Aspire, but then the amount of the yearly fee, you know, kind of punched me in the face. I was like, nope, let me not do that yet. Let me get this for pass first anyway. But you know, so the only status I've ever held in an airline for a short period of time, and you're gonna laugh when I say it because you're gonna think I'm pushing it, but I'm not pushing it, was last fall. I got silver status with United for 4 months because of the Founders Card Challenge that they had. So
Ah,
in Newark, what they did in Newark was you avoid the full TSA line. You have your own entrance to get to the front,
hmm.
and then from there is the lounge. And it was great. You come out of the cab in Newark, and you're right there. So that was really good, and I like the fact that you also got into the first, like first to board as well. You were in group one, which was awesome because then if
Hmm.
you have carry on, you could throw it there. So that perk was good, and I like that. But United, I can never really reach that. If I go through their regular way of
Hmm.
reaching it with flights and whatever miles on it.
Yeah.
So for you to tell me Delta would kind of do that, it might give me, um, the impetus to go just try and apply for it. So, Papi, how are you? Yo, Ivan just put out a video this past weekend. Super cool. He supports all of us, and you should go check out his channel. He's a hustler, and he's had experience putting up videos on YouTube in music, and now he's doing it on the card. Cesar has been helping him tremendously, and he did a great job. We were talking about how it is to suffer through some of the edits. Anthony, remember when we used to talk about that, you and I?
Yeah.
Hey, he had that same conversation with me. It's a
Uh-huh.
headache. It's not fun. Anybody who
Yeah.
thinks editing is fun, no, not at all. Jesse, to maximize Delta subs is like the charge cards where you start with no annual fee first. Is that how it is? Gold first, then, or there's a blue one, right? There's like a
Yeah, there's a blue with no
which is
annual
nothing.
fee. Then yeah, it gives you nothing. Then you have the gold, which is for now it's no annual fee for the first year, and then it'll be 150 every year after. So and
So
it
he
does
should
have
do it
that.
in that order. Should you?
Yeah, I would say so because it does have the family language. So you don't want to be missing out on all the welcome offers climbing up. If you get the Delta Platinum, now you're kind of no longer eligible to get the gold or the blue. So I'd probably just work yourself up the ladder if you have that kind of runway. Not worried about 524 status, all these different things. So yeah, I'd recommend
Okay.
it for sure.
All right. Chad said he's done a few videos. Check out Chad's channel, everybody.
Yeah.
Because Chad just tells it like it is. We all know that he's on point, good, bad, or indifferent, whether you like it or not. That's what you're gonna get,
Hmm.
and I'm gonna check that out because I really want to see about that. Because the problem is for me, even though technically when I put in that I want to fly from somewhere, um, they say JFK and LaGuardia, but I got to cross 2 bridges literally to get there. So sometimes even the car ride there is going to cost me more than it would just to pay a little extra and fly out of Newark.
Yeah.
It's a no-win. You know what I mean? So, but
Hmm.
all right. So check out Chad's. What is it? No, it gives you MQD boost halfway to silver. Okay.
Yeah. So if you had that in the reserve, you get
So if you
or
had
silver.
platinum in reserve, you'd get enough medallion points to be silver.
Mm-hmm.
Is that true? Okay,
Yeah.
that's Mr. Nick.
Yeah, I just wonder what
Yeah.
silver actually gives you. I remember I looked at it real quick and I was like, it seems like all the same benefits that come with the card, but I have to relook at it.
So instead of spending 5K, you would only have to spend $2,500. Okay,
Yeah.
that's not bad. All right. You've had silver and gold, and silver by far is better.
Oh wow.
Why? In terms of status? Okay. DJ Bruce Wayne, I'm going for the Ink or Blue Business Plus. That's a solid card. Was going to apply for an airline card, was told to avoid. Okay, and that's the thing, guys. And Anthony, you're the perfect one to ask for this. You have people that say, don't apply for an airline card or a hotel card because you're kind of pigeonholing yourself in. Get a card that you can transfer points from that gives you more flexibility. Is that true? Or if you're really loyal to one thing, get one at least. What do you think?
I mean, there's 3 schools of thought, right? You could play it like Lonnie, where you just like one brand and you funnel all your spend through that one brand. So like his United points or miles can get him flights, can get him hotels, can get him experiences, all these different things. But and maybe there's another school of thought where they're like, well, I don't want to apply for too many cards. I don't want too many different things to worry about. I don't want to hurt my score. I'm going for a house soon. And maybe they just want to have just a couple cards, then sure, maybe go with the big three, and then you can use those points in any other, area you want, hotels, car rentals, even flights, whatnot. But if you're someone like me who doesn't spend too much, but just enough to hit welcome offers, and you're not necessarily like an earner, so to speak, you're just really good at hitting welcome offers, and you don't care about having, 50,000 cards, then yeah, I think it definitely makes sense. I mean, the only reason I got the Delta Gold Business Sky Miles card was because I had to fly to Vegas, and I didn't want to pay $1,300 for that flight. So I said, how could I get there without, using my Amex points? I was like, oh, let me look up the Amex Delta Gold Business Card. Okay, what's the welcome offer? Oh, 75,000 miles. How much is the flight that fly there? 75,000 miles. So I was like, all right, I'm getting the card, and I paid for the flight completely with that. Taxes and fees on the Platinum.
Cool.
What?
Wow. That's cool. I didn't know. Okay. Because you mentioned Vegas now. I think JetBlue is cutting their travel from New York to Vegas, that route. JetBlue is cutting a lot of their routes from here. And that's the one that I took to Vegas twice. So that would I'd have to get another option. So I'm glad you brought that up. That's a smart way. Okay. And Chad is saying here the companion ticket is top tier, and now it includes international travel, which is huge.
Yeah.
Damn. Thank you, Chad. DJ October, Papi, you deserve it, kid. Honestly. You're a great guy. And again, he does it in Spanish, his videos. And he's really good at it. He's a natural, and you're gonna keep hitting it hard, Papa. Congratulations, Papi. It's my pleasure, honestly. So Chad is saying to do it in this order for those of you that want to know the order: the blue, the gold, the plat, and the reserve. The reserve is 550. That's 550, right?
650.
650.
Yeah. I think it just raised to 650, then, or is it 550? Am I conflating? The purple one,
purple looking one, yeah.
Oof,
wow, that's a hard one.
Yeah, I believe I'm right. 650. I think so.
Link cards have better subs than the BBP. Yes, you're right, Keith. 100%.
Oh yeah,
the Platinum Delta is worth it. With the companion pass, just curious, 350. So is it okay? So is it worth it? The Platinum Delta, because you're paying 350, is it worth it with the companion pass? What do you think, Anthony?
Oh, for the people that have the card, oh, absolutely. I mean, Chad could tell you. I mean, I'm sure he's booked many flights that were in excess of $350, and he got that ticket for free for his wife and whatnot. So, I mean, just that alone, like, had I used that on my Delta flight, that was $1,300. I mean, technically, what is that, $650 a ticket? So, I mean, that alone would have paid the annual fee 2 times over if I was going to book it in that particular way. So, yeah, I think if you're going to be flying once a year and you know what you'd be able to use that on, then sure, why not? Yeah.
I just got a text from my friend Ernie in Florida, and I guess you guys had talked about this, but in the business times, using your premium credit card may cost more after Visa and MasterCard deal.
What?
Anybody know? Do you know what that's about?
Oh, did I just see that? Say that. What was that article again?
So using your premium credit card may cost more after Visa and MasterCard deal. It says the deal will finally allow U.S. merchants to charge customers extra when they are paying with certain types of Visa and MasterCard credit cards.
Oh, wow.
Well, I guess that's part of the stuff that they're trying to eliminate, right? Wasn't that going through the Congress or Senate that they're trying to come down on these for points and miles and all these other things to make it fairer, so that when you do the swipe fees at the places, that has to be controlled?
Yeah. Yeah. I think that's Durbin.
And I still wouldn't apply for a Capital One card.
Oh, Chad said they settled on interchange fee caps. The news just broke today. Oh, I wonder what that. Interesting.
Okay.
Huh.
John, check out John's channel too. I did see that video, John, on the Delta Platinum. That's the one that you got with no sub. So thank you for that. Everybody else out there, check out John's channel if you don't mind. I'd appreciate that. Yeah, what Chad said. I love you, John. But so there's this thing coming down where everybody's afraid of if they're going to clip the points, if it's going to be, people are going to rein them in. I've told you guys this a lot. When I first got credit cards, there were no points, there were no miles. You got a credit card, you were happy you had a credit card. There was nothing pretty about it. It was ugly plastic from some bank in Ohio I never heard of, and the interest rate back in the 80s was 24%. And now I guess we kind of got accustomed to certain things, but I can see some of the people really clamping down. What do you think?
Well, it's tough to say, right? Like it's a big portion, of the. I almost feel as though, and of course there's no data for this, but just looking at the back end on YouTube, right, we can see how many people watch these videos on credit cards, and in just the last few years, I mean, look how many people have entered the space. I mean, we didn't even exist a few years ago on YouTube, so it's like how many millions and billions of impressions is somebody getting on these credit card videos, and what does that look like on the back end for credit card acquisitions on these companies? So it's like, in the last 3 years, I mean, there's no way in my mind that they haven't had an increase in credit card acquisitions directly proportionate to the amount of views that people were getting on YouTube. Like, there's no way. Somebody like, maybe called Daniel Braun gets 100,000 views. That's 1 million people impressions wise, assuming like a click-through rate of 10%, over 1 million people each video that are being exposed to this whole game. So I can't imagine that there's no impact whatsoever on on how many acquisitions these cards get every single month. And by saying that, it's like, if that's true, and there is such a huge, there would be a hit to acquisitions otherwise, how could you lower the bonuses to such a degree that people stop making videos on it? I don't know. It's got to be something on the radar. I don't know any good business that wouldn't see these billions of impressions on credit card YouTube. It wouldn't say like, oh, if we get rid of the bonuses, there's going to be no more credit card YouTube. Like, there's no way. I feel like there has to be. There has to be somebody in the back end. I think any good business would. All the free advertising they get. Come on.
Well, it was like when I went to Capital One, and the two people there honestly did not know about them getting the Hertz perk, right? They had no idea. They were looking it up on their phone and tablet, and they go, wow, you know more than me. And I'm thinking, for the love of God, all you got to do is click, put it in, Capital One Venture X benefits, and it'll tell you right there. Like, how can you not know? You work here. But that's
very common.
But Chad is saying here now, all the comp is at the plat and diamond, especially since you're okay. I get it. Plus the plat now offers a status priority, which also used to be available on the reserve. Okay. So $350 for the platinum, right? Yeah. You're not hijacking, Chad. I appreciate you, puppy.
The wisdom.
JetBlue is cutting most. Yeah, that's the problem. Vlad lives here in New York, and see, Vlad is a Bronx boy, so he knows. JetBlue is cutting the West Coast. That just hit this week here. Yep. So Spirit has a couple of flights. Let me tell you something. Don't do this to me, Keith. So my kid going to Pittsburgh, I used to pay, because United has like a jump, like a business flight every hour and something. They fly out of Newark to Pittsburgh. But the flights were like $350 round trip. I kid you not, because it's more of a business hub or flight for them. And then I find out literally when he moved out there after he graduated, that Spirit had them for like $69. But it's still Spirit. I don't want to be bougie. I'm not going out like that. I don't care that they have this thing called big, fat, comfy seats in the front. I'd rather be a little crushed in the back and know that I'm going to get there. Although United hasn't been all that great lately either, with doors flying off. But it's just they're cutting a lot of the routes and stuff here. So it's going to be. I got to see what else would go from here to
I think
Vegas.
I think you'd be good to just like how I do it. Like, Greenville doesn't have, it's not a hub of any kind. You take these small planes over to the main hub. You probably do the same thing as me. Get on the small plane, jump over to Atlanta, and make that's your hub. So you'll be a Delta hub essentially, and you can just use your platinum card to get you in some of those Delta Sky lounges and whatnot, and have a good time and use that. Just take you everywhere.
And you know what bothers me? So where I have my house in Florida, flying into Daytona was amazing, and then they cut. Because it was 20 minutes from my house. So right now, my options are fly into Jacksonville, still
Mm.
drive an hour and 15, 20 minutes,
Yeah.
right? Or fly into Orlando, and usually the tickets are cheap at Orlando, but then you have to deal with Disney chaos. All the planes
Yeah.
are full of little kids screaming for
It's
3
always a
hours.
little yeah.
And then if you take JetBlue into that new terminal they built in Terminal C in Orlando, if you walk, it takes 35 minutes to walk. I kid you not, because the sign is there
Really?
flashing.
Wow.
From where the plane leaves you to take the little tram to then get to the main terminal to pick up your car. Who wants to do that?
Oh Lord.
No, that's crazy. Crazy. Wait. Somebody had something here that was pretty funny. Wait a minute. I had a Montgomery. Wow. I remember Montgomery Ward. Well, my well, actually, look, it's funny. It's here on the green card. 89. What? There we go. 1989, even on my green card.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So, and the green, actually, the green was the OG card, and you have the OG card, Anthony.
Yep.
That's fly. That's a fly card.
I love it.
But do you get the same? You don't get the same benefits, right?
So it's not a part of the membership reward program, so you can't even earn like Amex points with it. I don't even know what you earn, to be honest, because I never actually swiped it. And it gets like 2x back on travel and 1x everything else. It's like it's a nothing.
I think card. I remember you said you get the Hola Mi Gente package by joining the membership in my link description below, right?
Yes, that's exactly what it is.
That's the membership you can get with that OG green card.
Yeah, you just pay a couple dollars and then boom.
Right, and then after you hit like and subscribe,
you're getting some gente bucks.
Mi gente, yo, we hit 42, bro.
Whoa,
yo, you're gonna sleep with me tonight, kid. No, there's no, you ain't going nowhere. I was ready to clip this. We ain't going nowhere. Empezamos la fiesta.
Skinny dipping in the rain, man. I don't know.
Yeah, I know, Papi. If you gotta go, please, by all means, just wink like this, like if you're being somebody's holding you, and you just...
Well, I was wondering. I have to pick up something for my wife at some point in the next maybe 20 minutes, something like that.
Well, we're at 43. Yo,
let's go, baby.
We cut it.
Keep it going. Keep it pushing.
Keith, which borough is the best borough?
Oh, let's go. All he's gonna say is the Bronx.
That's
all he's gonna say.
The boogie down. And I'm gonna tell you why. Because we're the only borough with a the. You just don't say I'm going to Bronx. I'm going to the Bronx. You could say I'm going to Queens, right? There's no the there. There's no the Brooklyn. There's no the Manhattan, or from where you were, Shaolin, Staten Island. No, the boogie down, number one. And I'm not a Yankee fan. Go figure.
Well, I'm gonna say Staten Island.
But you have to. I get it.
Well, it's not just because I'm from there. It's not just because I'm from there, right?
Well,
remember, think about it. I could also say that I'm an islander. I'm an island person, right? Staten Island. People think you're real cultured. They think you're from where CJ's from, right? You think you're from an island somewhere, like the Bahamas. So I tell people I'm from an actual island. This is what I do. I've gotten jobs this way. No, I'm kidding. But
yeah, you look like you're from the islands.
Yeah.
The tan is just amazing.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. So I think because it's the only place it's the only borough that says island. That's my all right.
Fair enough. I'm gonna give you that. Yo, okay, this is funny. Look at DJ. I want you to read this in your rolling your R's, because then I got to get to Nicholas Olivares. Go look at that. Read that, what it says.
Okay, let me see. So DJ Bruce Wayne, what's going on? You could set up a kiosk with alcapurrias.
Right. Go ahead.
Bacaratos, pasteles, and hoja, and not even coquito with capital One, and I'm not signing up for the car with them. No 3x inquiries here.
You did well. So it's alcapurrias, bacalaitos. So alcapurrias is like a plantain outside, meat inside, fried. The bacalaitos are cod fritters. And pasteles en hoja is also like a softer plantain, and they stuff it with meat or chicken or pork, and they wrap it in leaves, and then you boil them that way. So,
interesting.
So, yo, DJ Bruce Wayne, you made my day with that. Brooklyn, Lonnie. So sorry, Lonnie. Go back to the West Coast, bro. It's the boogie down. The boogie down.
Oh,
The
no.
boogie down. Okay, three. That's a new 3 times. We should. We're gonna have bacalaitos as a 3-time category for Capital One. Wait. Here's Nicholas. Was Joe a school counselor or a salesman? Because he's smooth with the self plug. Yo, I'm not gonna lie, Nicholas. So for my kid, when he was in Catholic school and we had to sell paper, chocolate, as a part of having your kid in Catholic school, I had my son. I swear to you, he was always a top seller because I sleep with a sleep apnea mask, and I made a video with him on my old phone where Daddy's passing away. But before you do, you got to order this great Christmas paper from Innisbrook Paper. Yo, he sold $2,000 worth of paper. Literally in 3 weeks for his school. But the nun got mad because then he took a picture. Swear to God, we have a cross because Catholics and Puerto Ricans have crosses on in every part of the house. And he's like this with the rosary praying. And then he showed his teacher and he got in trouble.
Wow.
We're salesmen. It is what it is,
Ridiculous.
Oh, see, Nicholas thinks you're from Bayamon, which is a nice place in Puerto Rico. Look at that. You are Puerto Rican. You see, you have become Puerto Rican. Wow. I want you to say Boricua.
Boricua. There
you go. See, you have it. That's somebody's crapping on you. Wow.
Wasn't you? It's funny though. They really didn't care about us. I remember a lot of people getting cancer who live near the landfill in Staten Island. A lot of people were getting cancer and stuff, and then they kind of shut it down. But I remember playing in Miller Field. If you guys look up Miller Field, it used to be a place you could play soccer until they found out years later that, again, they were dumping like sewage and stuff underneath the ground. So we were just playing soccer on a whole bunch of probably radioactive grounds. And, that's just how we lived in Staten Island, man. That's how we did it.
Keith, that's hilarious, Keith. Well, Lonnie's coming in now to defend Brooklyn because he lived in Brooklyn. I have to
third party. Lonnie's all about the third party bookings. He's got the United third party. Now he's a third party New Yorker.
I love it. Nicholas, you made my day with that one, Nick. Wait, no sword. No, I knew what you meant, Lonnie. Did anyone attempt to answer? Oh, wait.
Oh, no.
Yo! Jesse just took a full circle.
Yeah. That's right.
So what happened was,
yeah, right.
That's on you, Anthony. Answer this one because I know you got to go. Go.
So the question is, are Amex cards worth having? Are they worth having is the question. And the answer to that is...
Oh, he's buffering.
Yes, I'm just kidding.
That was the raindrop that gave it a dramatic effect.
Yeah, that's right. Oh, God. I think it depends who you are, of course. Everything depends on everybody. But I like them. I think they're worth having.
And I do too. Look, I crapped all over the gold card just because, more than anything else, I wasn't using it for the food shopping because they don't take it at Costco and they don't take it at Target. And that's literally the 2 stores closer to me are that, right? So when I looked at what my spend was going to be going forward, I wasn't doing it. So I'm only getting now half, which is dining out. And that I was kind of stuck there. So the green has 1 point less on dining, but a lot of other places where you can earn sort of points if you travel, right? So that's why, and I needed something to feed the beast of the platinum card because, that blows in terms of just 1 point. So I think the Amex cards are worth having. How many points do you have now in your ecosystem in Amex? Do you know?
At this moment, 240,000.
Okay, because you've used some already. You've.
Yeah. I used to book some stays, and I transferred some stuff from airlines and stuff.
So you did it? You transferred to Hilton and airlines, or just the airline?
Well, I Schwab some points out to pay for the Waldorf in DC. So I did 1.1 some of those. I transferred some to Air France for some eventual flights. That's about it.
So for Air France, Anthony, if they offer you that part of the year where they can give you a bonus, I guess, right, 25% or whatever. Do you put your points there? Your points, you transfer them in, and they could sit there? or do they expire?
So Air France specifically expires in 2 years, but you really don't want. I mean, transfers are good, but you just want to do it when you know you have a flight coming up, or you know you want to book with Air France. Again, I don't have much in the international game, but what I did was I booked a flight from, I think it was JFK to Honolulu in Hawaii with Air France. Well, Delta via Air France. So I used Air France miles to book a Delta flight out there. But I'm gonna have to move that now because a whole bunch of nonsense. But but at least it was useful for that.
Wait, here's Keith with New Jersey has the most EPA super fun sites. The mob buried a bunch of bro. When you drive, for those of you that don't know, when you drive to Newark Airport and you pass by Elizabeth and Newark, you see these giant puffs of smoke, and it just smells horrific. You know, but oof, you know, yo, Jesse, thank you for putting us back on point here because we kind of went off the rails. But I have right now, because I know Anthony, you're gonna go. I have 710,000 Amex points.
Jesus, crazy, man.
And I'm gonna use, but I did that on purpose because I'm using a lot of them this summer. So I just need your help, all you guys in this chat help to get me to the next hump, which brings me to next week, guys. Next Tuesday at 7:30, my friend Lisa Custodio will be here. She's the president of Alatua, which is a concierge, basically. And she's going to be talking about how she can book travels for you wherever you want to go, whatever excursion, using points and miles, and even the portals. If you feel more comfortable that way, super easy to do. And she's traveled all over. So it'd be really cool if you guys want to come on next week. If you're not, busy, I know we can, but Tuesday night at 7:30, if you guys want to come through, that would be really huge to see that at 7:30 again. And other than that, if anybody doesn't have any questions, just I want to thank you. Well, that's true. Amex has excellent customer service. Not gonna lie about that. That's for sure.
The best.
So, guys, Anthony, what do I tell you, puppy? I'm just saying this in front of everybody now because I've told you this. You're an amazing person. I thank you for everything. We hit 43. Wow.
Let's go.
So I want to thank Anthony because we've said this before on lives. The credit card community is great. I've met a lot of wonderful people. I've had a lot of great interactions, especially in the last 6 months. And you have people that really just put themselves out there and care and help you when you're stuck. And the man right there on the screen does that for not just me, but for many of us here in this space. And you've given us the platform to talk, to get people to get to know us, so much so that other people are now doing it. And that's a testament to just how great of a person you are. And I'm not saying that lightly. I really and truly mean it. Like when I said this earlier, I don't even know if we said it online. When I hit you up on Discord and you were like, why are you texting me on Discord? Just text me. And I thought you were asleep. Honestly, it sounds corny, but that means a lot to me. And you see, look at this. This is DJ. He did it. He's followed us. And that's why he wanted to do it. Right there.
That's
so
amazing.
I thank you, Anthony, because again, you're so freaking giving. And I just pray that comes back to you and your beautiful wife. And, just look at this. Second that. There you go. Anthony, anytime we need something, you help us. I've seen Chad come, and we've talked about this. Chad has come to the defense of people that got crapped on by other people. Chad stands up and is like, nope. And we have people that do that. Luke, Chad, Sled, Stan. There's a bunch that are just wonderful. John, who always is here for us. Matt, who's always, and then you have the people that don't have a channel, but they really just give a damn, and they help us, and they give us information, and they look for us, and they, so it's, look at that. You see,
No.
Anthony is number one. There you go.
No.
Numero uno. And you know what? Yo, Anthony, honestly, you have oh, unless he doesn't go to nowhere.
That's right. That's right.
I'm gonna have to jump in on you with that one, Phil, because I think we do a GoFundMe and send him to the hotel that he wants to go to. The spooky hotel. I'll do a
oh, there. Oh, please.
Yeah,
$1,500. Oh God. $1,500
we'll
to
send
go.
him with Chase Yokohama and his blue lights to check out what damage has been done in those hotel rooms.
Oh Lord.
But I think
I appreciate you, Joe.
Anything you want to say, Anthony? Honestly, the floor is yours.
I appreciate your words for sure. I don't think that what I'm doing is special. I think everybody else probably has way more knowledge than I do in the game. But one thing I do like to do is just highlight the brains of everybody else, and hopefully, I can learn something, and whoever's watching can learn something as well. That's one of my more favorite things, is just do things, talk about it on camera, and then if I can talk to people face to face like this, highlight their expertise, their knowledge, and me try to say as little as possible, because most likely what I'm saying is wrong. Who knows? So I'm happy that people are even willing to come on and deal with my shenanigans at times. So I always appreciate that for sure.
No, well, I thank you from the bottom of my heart. For all of you out there still, I wish you all a wonderful holiday. Happy Easter, happy Passover for those of you that celebrate. I just want to thank everybody for taking the time to be with us. You could be doing a lot of other things, and you chose to be here, and you choose to reach out, and you choose to follow us, whatever we do. And again, it's a pleasure, it's an honor. I thank you from the bottom of my heart. Anthony, I asked him to do this last minute this weekend. I was like, are you free? And he literally goes, oh, to go on your live? Yeah. So again, no one does that. So I love you guys. I love you, Anthony. Give Kate my love, and
likewise.
Mi gente. As always, I end it with, I thank you for giving me the privilege of your time. Anthony Ventures channel's up there. Thank you so much, Keith. Yes, Keith. I'm sorry.
Thank you, Keith, for your kindness.
Keith, that's freaking cool. I'm sorry, Anthony, that I didn't mention that before, but please, you guys are amazing. God bless you. I love you guys. The numbers are still going up and down, and I thank you for that, Anthony, because that's never happened before.
Oh my God.
So, mi gente, until next week, come through. We'll have a good time. I promise you. There's more surprises to come. Anthony, the door's always open. You never need an invite, puppy. You know that.
Thank you, sir.
You know that. I love you, Papa.
Appreciate it.
Look at that. And his own son. And John is for you. I love you, John, and you know that. I love you guys. Good night. Get home safe, Anthony, please. I hope your car is charged.
Sir. Oh yeah, we got about 50%, baby. Let's go.
I love you guys. Have a good night, mi gente. Take care.
See you guys.
Bye-bye.